already laughed that hard that I'm having an asthma attack, so if I actually can't get through this without coughing a million times, it's over to you, Gail. Okay, yeah, so the next week's week, by the way. And that one in there. So, this was my actual original slot, so I'm actually here to do my original slot now. Sophie's gone out the room, not to introduce me, thanks love. But we are here to talk about 10x growth, and we are talking about exposure right now. So, have you ever heard this saying, you can't catch 10 more fish standing at the same pond? Have you ever heard that? You were ever for a living, but you have. So, how many of you spend most of your day on one platform, so in a Facebook group, or maybe you're busy in team WhatsApp chat? Not enough hands, you're lying. And how many new people joined that group that day? That's a question you've got to ask yourself. So remember that pond? If the pond isn't growing, you're not getting much exposure. And this is the same for anything you're doing. So if you're building yourself on Instagram and you're just doing Instagram, or if you're just doing Facebook, or just one place, just think and think by the end of this how many different opportunities you are missing. So this is your current audience in the pond, your existing customers, your friends and family, your existing team, and your warm market. So sometimes I speak to people and they're a little bit shy about sharing really what they're doing. Maybe they have a Facebook profile, but it's not public. They don't want pictures of their kids being seen or something like that, or they've got an Instagram but it's private and no one can get to them, they can't get out on the algorithm, or maybe they don't want to be on social media at all, so they're hiding in a group. How is anyone going to find you? You need to be growing and meeting new people every single day. There is something in the writing when it's called network marketing. You have to, I can't get my bloody words out. You have to be in front of new people every single day. So this is the ocean. So rather than that little pond, we're going to look at the oceans, all the different ways that you can build your business. So we spoke about Instagram today. There are over 3 billion people on Instagram every single month. Of course, that's going to be narrowed down, but do you know one of the top 3 niches on Instagram? Health and wellness and making money online. You're in both of those, so you're already winning. You've then got TikTok. TikTok is insane growth. All right, just give me my water in case I die. TikTok is another way, the same with what we spoke about with Instagram and getting those reels out and getting them out onto the algorithm. TikTok is very, very similar. You've now got Facebook Reels. So Facebook used to be kind of closed and only friends could see you, but now if you start posting your Reels onto Facebook, it will actually start kicking off on an algorithm the same as Instagram too. Who here uses YouTube? 1.5 people, actually 2.5. Huh?
To sleep.
For your business.
Oh.
Not to go to sleep. Do you use it for your business?
A little bit.
Do you use it for your business or for sleep? Okay, so we've got 2 halves. We're at one. So, YouTube is literally number 3 on platforms. So we always overlook that. But I used to think, oh yeah, I'm not sure YouTube really is sort of a place where people look. But when I started doing more of the stuff on Instagram, they're like, why are you not doubling up onto YouTube? Because the amount of users on there every single day is nearly as high as Instagram. So you can get, I'm actually going to go into that in a minute, but when you create your Reels on Instagram, think about this, you've already created it. It's already done. Why are you not copy-pasting and re-uploading onto TikTok? Copy-paste, re-upload to YouTube. You can put things on YouTube called YouTube Shorts. That is just your Reels duplicated on there. It might come up on an ad if someone's watching a video, or if someone is searching make money online or health and wellness, you're going to come up as well. And especially if people are looking at pharmacy, and you're speaking about pharmacy, you'll also come up too. You've then got Pinterest. I'm not even going to lie, ChatGPT on the slides. I have no idea about Pinterest. So we're going to move on to emails. I'm massive on email marketing. With emails, it's one of those things, you know when you message people on Messenger and you feel like, oh, I can't message them 2 times in a week. Like, they haven't answered that one, so I can't message them again. It's so different with emails. How many of you get an email from New Look or River Island or M&S every bloody day? Every day, like something you've signed up to for 10% off, and you've got a little voucher, and now you're all of a sudden in their email list, and you get an email from them every single day. I am going to go on to email in a little while, but that is another way of getting in front of people and getting that exposure. You've got WhatsApp. Now, WhatsApp used to be, just messaging your friends, but you've actually now got WhatsApp stories. Did you know you can go onto your Instagram, and with your stories, you can now download them and add them straight onto your WhatsApp as well. So that's just another element of exposure as well. You've got events and stalls. A lovely Gail's going to be speaking about that in just a moment. And then you've got leaflets too. Think about this, just putting 100 leaflets into letterboxes over the next few weeks, how many new exposures that's going to be for your business. So every platform has a different job. So TikTok, that's discovery. So TikTok is one of them things, we spoke about Instagram and how to set up our Instagram. With Instagram, it's more a place where you're going to build the know, like and trust. They're going to come onto your profile, they're going to get to know who you are. TikTok is somewhere where you can probably go viral very, very quickly. It's quite scary how quickly sometimes. But more often than not, people will find you on TikTok from the algorithm, and they'll come and find you properly on Instagram. Because obviously with TikTok, you're so limited with the amount of conversations you can have backwards and forwards. But if everything is connected and people know where to find you on another platform, and it's really clear, you'll go viral on TikTok, and they'll come and find you either on Facebook or Instagram. I've had that happen so many times, so I'm not just bullshitting you here, okay? Again, Instagram, build, know, like and trust. Facebook is community. A lot of us, I've seen like the hands go up, it's old school, we all love a bit of Facebook. Facebook is fantastic for your warm market, it really is. But again, a lot of people don't like to have a lot of friends on Facebook because they're concerned about if they're, posting things to their children or whatever it might be, and private things. It's just a place where you can nurture those warm contacts and warm market, the people that you're comfortable being connected with. You've then got YouTube, which is really great for authority content. So if I was posting on YouTube, I would do the shorts, but you can then do longer videos as well. So very much like a presentation like this, you could do education and do a load of trainings, and you could put that up on YouTube, and then all of a sudden you might have network marketers falling onto your YouTube channel where you're teaching a strategy, and they're like, wow, she teaches really well, or I like the way she teaches, I like her personality, blimey. Imagine if they fell on Lou's YouTube. Should we all set Lou a YouTube up? That'd be bloody, I'm setting you a YouTube up. I'm setting you up a YouTube. We've then got emails, that is relationship building. So, I'm actually going to talk about that. I'm looking at you, Carly. So, bit of music. So, emails. I spoke about that earlier, and I spoke about how I can message someone every single day saying, look at this testimonial, look at Nicola. She's number 2 in the UK, she's got this story, she's got that, look how great she is. I couldn't drop into Carly's inbox and tell her that one day, and then next day, have you seen Gail's story? That's amazing, blah, 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 blah. But I can with an email. So, for months, if not years, I dread to think how long she was following me for without telling me. She was reading my emails. Yes, we have. I'd just like to say she is only the second person to join Farmasi who actually knew me before this crazy stuff. So just to show you, you don't need a warm market to build this. She's only the second person to build my team that knew me when I was a bit crazy. I still am a little bit. But relationship building, staying connected. So I would send out emails and I would talk about all the little things that are going through a prospect's mind. So if someone fell into my email list because they were interested in making money, what are the things they're thinking? They're thinking, I'm not confident enough for this, or I don't think I can do social media, or I don't really know how to make money, or how would I even do that? All those little things that are going through their head. But I answered them with the emails, and they don't know that I know that they've opened those emails, okay? You know what it's like, New Look, like you don't think New Look know when you've opened their emails, they know. They send you another bloody email. We know. There's a strategy behind that. When people open the email, send the other email. Like, there's a strategy behind that, okay? But that's where you build the relationship, that's where you keep drip feeding and showing people things without being too far in their face. So just another way of getting exposure. You then got WhatsApp. So WhatsApp, we've got conversion on here. WhatsApp is where I use to bring people into like a three-way chat. So let's say as an example, someone's found us on Instagram, TikTok, whatever. They come onto one of our opportunity calls and they're like, that's great, I've got questions. We bring them into WhatsApp and we nurture that relationship. And you can set up little groups and things like that. So you can say, these are the three-way chats that I've got running, and you can have it all listed so that you can just pop in there when everyone's got a question. And then you've got the stalls and events. They're amazing for building real relationships. Now, I often hear people say, oh, I did a stall, but I only sold one thing. I'm like, okay, but how many new contacts did you get? Because that, like for me, back in the day, I'm not going to bullshit you, I don't do loads of stalls, okay, but back in the day, that's how I really built my business and got myself out there. I used to be known as the aloe vera lady in culture, like so embarrassing now I look back. But rather than selling, it just seems going up, right, let's move on. Okay, yes, I used to do lots of events and stalls, and it was never about how much product I could sell, okay? It was about how many new contacts I could get from that. So I used to have like these 3 prize draw forms. I won't go into it too much in case goalers, but I used to collect that information. I used to get them to be ticking boxes and giving me their email and their phone number so I could go back to them and say, you said you were interested in this, let's talk about this. And I'd go in and meet up with them, or we'd have a conversation, or WhatsApp, whatever it might be. That's what those stalls and events were for. They were getting me into that community and getting known for what I was doing. So, we spoke about your videos. So if you're already posting a video on Facebook, on Instagram, there's no reason why you can't cross-post the two. So if you're getting 500 views on Instagram, you should all have it set up already that cross-post to Facebook. Now people always say to me, but I've got it Facebook to Instagram. Do it the other way around, and please just trust me on that. Have your content go from Instagram to Facebook, and not the other way around, because it will reach more people. You then can download that. One thing that's really, really important, I just want to add, I see people make this mistake, is they might start on TikTok, and then they'll download the TikTok video and they'll post it on Instagram. As soon as that TikTok badge is shown on Instagram, you are put down on the algorithm, okay? You need to make sure that whatever the raw footage is, so before it's got any handles or anything on, it's saved in your phone, you post it to Instagram, it goes to Facebook, you take the same video, you post it to TikTok, and then just start chucking it on YouTube as well, and hope for the best. I'll let you know how Lou gets on, right? Oh, I am funny, that's good. That's good. Now, if you were to do that every single day, that's 700,000 opportunities and people that would see you within a year. Like, is that not worth doing? The extra 5 minutes of copying and pasting your caption and chucking it on a couple of extra platforms. Like, you honestly just don't know where people are spending their time. I've noticed recently, not many people that I'm connected with are spending a lot of time on Facebook. They're all on TikTok. And I know that I'm not spending enough time on TikTok, and I'll just chuck something up every now and again. But this, it just elevates that growth for you. So, let's talk about don't build on rented land. So we're talking about this is emails, and I know sometimes this goes over people's heads. I'll try and explain as simply as I can. Social media can disappear overnight. Have you ever had Facebook and WhatsApp and everything go down and you're all shitting yourself thinking your business is over? You lost your Facebook?
I lost it for 3 days.
3 days. She lost it for 10 months. Like literally, I am so glad I've been talking about this to my team until I am blue in the face, because my poor friend had a social media for 9 years that she had built. Amazing content. 18 years. She's got PTSD as well. 18 years. That's it, 9 years in network marketing or something, isn't it? I don't know. Whatever. It's not important. But she lost all of that. All of her family photos, all of her contacts. She had amazing contacts in like America and everywhere. And while she had some of them on Instagram, she didn't have all of them. But what she did have is an email list. So as soon as that Facebook went down, she went and told her entire contact list, guys, my Facebook is gone, you need to come and find me on Instagram. And she literally sends emails to that email list every single day. And whilst that was a really hard season, now her Instagram's blowing up and she's got new people who she's never met. Even some in America, you like America, don't you? She attracts Americans. But they find her on these platforms and they join her. So I cannot tell you, I cannot stress to you how much having an email list is important. Now you're probably thinking, well, how the hell do I do that, Jo? So, I'm not going to go into it because it's really bloody technical, but Sue ChatGPT can do anything these days. Sue made these slides. Like, it can do anything. So what I want you to do is find the platform that's best for you. I use a platform called System.io, but you might find another platform that works for you. But go onto ChatGPT and say, look, I went to a great training today and they told me that I need an email list. I'm not very technical, I don't know how to do it. What do you think is the best platform for me to start on? And get it set up. And if you get on there and you're like, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to set this up, ask Sue how to do it. Because I can promise you that every single funnel that I build to connect emails, I use ChatGPT. I'm like, okay, so where should this go? What should I put on this to make sure that I'm capturing the emails? What should I do here? What should I do here? This. There is no excuses anymore. Like, there is information at your fingertips in about 0.5 of a second. You can do this, but it's so worth it. So if someone asks me, they say, Jo, you might have seen I talk a lot about Project 250, making £250. They're like, Jo, I like your content. You're teaching people how to make £250. Like, can you send me some information? I immediately send them a link. I don't send them the information. Don't send them the comp plan. I don't send them just a YouTube link with the opportunity. I send them a link that captures their email. So then when they put their email in, they then see the information. So I know I can open up an email list and it will say, these 10 people were interested in making £250 this week. So now what I can do is I can email them all like, no, look. So they're constantly then getting the emails from me. So you think you're not confident enough to start a business. Well, look at this person who wasn't confident enough to start a business and look how great they're doing. It's literally just drip feeding into those people. And if, God forbid, something did happen and social media goes down, I know that I can contact those people and still get them into my business. So if that seems confusing right now, don't panic. Don't talk to me about it, talk to ChatGPT, okay? So I want you to think beyond social media as well. So think about networking, thinking about school fairs, village fetes, market stalls, coffee mornings, leaflet drops, business cards, QR codes. There is so many different ways to build your business. I know, Linda, you just did your first event, didn't you? And you got loads of about £300 worth of sales in her first event. How amazing is that? So, woo! She's going to kill me for that shower. But you have to get yourself out there. And I think more, like when we were in COVID, it was all great because we were like, oh my God, we can do everything online now. And then all of a sudden, after a couple of years, people were like, I don't like this anymore. There's no connection, there's no real people. Like, I can't see anything in front of me. And now all of a sudden, people are wanting that in person. Did I think when I said, let's do an event, we'd have 200 people in this room? Absolutely not. But there's so many people that are like, I want to be in front of people. I don't want to learn it all online anymore. I want real people. And so many different people want that as well, in terms of going to these coffee mornings or bringing women together. I've seen, Paolo, you do lovely like makeup events and things like that. Like, you bring women together. So, the compound effect. So, as we go away from here today, I want you to think about this. Don't worry, I'll give you the slides. Think about this. Like, you're not going to come out of here and you're suddenly going to be doing 10 different new things, because you'll hit the ground like. But think about just going from one platform to 3 platforms. And once you've mastered that, once you've realised, okay, I'm going to take this video, I'm going to put it in a couple of different places, then go on to the next thing. Once you've got that system into your DMO perfectly, then think about, how can I get the exposure now? Who can I get in front of now? So what does 10x really mean? It's not about working 10 times harder. I promise you it's not. This isn't about that. It's just multiplying the things that you're already doing and getting it into those places and in front of people. So stop asking, how can I sell more and how can I find more people? Now, if 100 people knew you, I want you to think about this. You can only build a business with 100 people. That's it. And some people will come to me and they're like, oh, no one's interested in my business. I'm like, okay, have you spoke to all 100 of those? Yeah, 100 spoke to 100, okay. Are you Are you connecting with new people? Are you speaking to new people? Are you growing that network? They're like, no. I remember actually Leanne, a few years, she knew I was going to do this. A couple of years ago, I was coaching Leanne back in another company, and she came to me and she said, Jo, I've spoke to 300 people on my friends list, Facebook friends list. I've spoke to all 300 people, and I knew her, she's a worker, she had spoke to all 300 people, they weren't interested. Like, hands down, she'd done the work, she'd done the job, they were not interested. Do you think she quit? Clearly not, she's in the room. She did not quit. That woman went out to network meeting after network meeting after network meeting until she grew a network. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop for Leanne, but that's what it takes to grow that network. So rather than thinking about, okay, got 100 friends on Facebook, I'm going to do this super jazzy post and it's going to convert those people. If it's not converting, it's not that you're doing anything wrong, it's that you need a new audience. It's not you guys, okay? So you need to be constantly growing that audience. So, I think that's everything from me. Oh, it is, yay! Oh no, forward, back, forward. Right, so that's it from me. And